is Dylan from The Lifestyle Trader. Today is 6th of January and time is 1:53 p.m. in Singapore. So welcome to my trade 10 minutes trade idea video. Alright, so without further ado, let's kick off with the dollar against the Canadian dollar. I thought that there's something pretty interesting to share right here. Now we can see that the price for the dollar against the Canadian dollar in the day chart has been on the downtrend. That's most definitely. So we have been seeing that the price has been making retracement. What's interesting is that the price has made two waves of major retracement. If you look at the duration and the volume, it is equal to each other. AB equals CD. So very nice. And of course, it formed very nice retracement channel. Finished at 50% and it starts to fall. Got supported, came up again, resisted at the same level, formed double top, and now the price is falling again. So we could expect something like this as well, but I'm not very sure of what's going to happen. I mean, whether it's going to fall as much as it is previously, which I don't think so. But well, if you look at the weekly charts, it is actually quite possible because it is pretty much a straight trend, and there's so much more for the dollar to depreciate against the Canadian dollar if you look at the whole picture itself. So that is a likelihood. So but whatever it is, that is for you to know that the price is moving on the downtrend. Retracement channel has been completed, and based on the previous trend itself, we can expect that the price will continue to fall steeply. So what we have right here all the way into the 15-minute chart is that we have a previous trend already that has formed a downward trend, and therefore excuse me, having a flu on a very hot day for some reason. And yeah, therefore right here there's already the first wave of retracement has completed. The second wave is in the midst of excuse me, the second wave is in the midst of completion, and I am waiting for the price to retrace just slightly a little bit further, at least till it reaches the 61.8% retracement level, and within this zone, it is already in the zone. I'm talking about there is a previous support, then better resistance, excuse me, and so this is where you can look for the selling opportunity, and definitely the retracement channel is pretty much, I would say, 90% completed. A little bit more, I hope that it can go up a little bit further, so it makes more sense when it comes to the risk reward ratio. And so that is one trading opportunity for you. Excuse me. And euro against US dollar. All right, what we are seeing here, if you look at the day chart, since it reached its lowest at 1.0375, that's a major support level. Price has rebounded strongly, breaks above the previous support and resistance level, so signaling for the price to appreciate further. And if you look at the strength of the appreciation based on the candlestick, two very strong candle body that signals that the price may continue to appreciate further. So what we have right here right now is that in the smaller time frame, in the 1 hourly chart, there's already the previous wave of appreciation and bringing above previous high right here. So we are just waiting for the retracement to complete, and hopefully I am looking for the price to retrace and complete its retracement within the support zone right here, and then to look for the buy a buy opportunity. So that's for euro against US dollar. KB against US dollar, my favorite pair for this week. What we have right here is that in the day chart we can see that it seems that the price can still go a little bit higher, retrace a little bit higher, and the thing is that there's already three waves of very strong downward trend. So the retracement this time around could be much higher. Maybe, alright. Of course, I cannot be too sure about that. But whatever it is, let's be objective. What we are seeing here is that now, if you look at the 4-hourly chart, this is the previous downward trend. That's the first wave of retracement. But the second wave of retracement, number one, is that the AB is not equal to CD, in the sense that the CD is in terms of the volume is much higher than the previous one, and the duration is also smaller. within a shorter duration, it actually went up so high. So that actually signals that the price may continue to retrace and appreciate further. So therefore, all the way into the 1 hourly chart, right here we already have a previous wave of appreciation. So I'm waiting for the price to retrace. We can always look at the 15-minute charts. Right here, there's already one retracement, and waiting for the second wave of retracement downwards, somewhere to the level right here. Then we can look for a buying opportunity. So that's for the period against the US dollar and dollar against the Japanese yen. Right here, of course, okay, let's look at the weekly chart now. This is something interesting. If you look at the weekly chart itself, you can see that there was a very strong, a previous very strong support zone that's turned into resistance zone. So right now we are seeing that the price is being resisted at the top of that zone, and it has came down, exited out of the zone itself. So signals that the price can continue to fall further. All the way to 4 hourly chart, we have seen that the price is broke below the previous low while exiting out of the resistance zone. So again, telling us that the price can go down a lot further. So right here, all the way to the 1 hourly chart, first wave of retracement has been completed since it has created a new downward trend. So waiting for the price to retrace for one more time, maybe somewhere close to the trend line that we can see right here, and then we can look for the sell. If we were to use Fibonacci, then probably we are looking at we are looking to sell somewhere at the 70.6 retracement level, and so that's for the dollar against the Japanese yen. And how much time do I have left? No, 6 minutes, 30 seconds. Alright, I can talk a little bit more about other currency pairs. What I have right now currently is the euro against the pound. So what I have here is that there's a previous downward trend. I did not take this high because obviously this is due to news. So this is pretty much the high to the low, the swing high to the swing low, the whole downward trend itself. And I've spotted one wave of retracement, two wave of retracement. All right, slightly higher duration, slightly wider. That's all. Whatever it is, to me this is still a valid one. At least it is still within the channels. So right now we are seeing that the price is still hovering around the bottom of the retracement channel. I'm already in, so I'm just waiting for the price to go down, hit my 61.8%, and then take profit from there onwards, because we can see that this is a very staggered trend. So usually for a staggered trend, there's a lot of supports at the bottom, or the other side will be resistant. So which is why I usually will want to take a profit much earlier, unless it's a straightforward trend. All right. So that's for the euro against the pound. Maybe just one more pair. Let's come back and take a look at Aussie against the US dollar. Well, we have seen that the price has made a retracement, and maybe let's take a look at day one chart. Definitely, this has happened because it has came down, got supported at the key support level, started to rebound off. And right now we are seeing that the price is kind of exhausted from the rebound, starting to fall because it was being resisted at the previous support or resistance level. Then of course we can also try to figure out the zone right here. I would say this could be the zone. So when there's a zone, definitely chances are the price can still appreciate a little bit further into and deeper into the zone, then they will really start to fall. And if we were to plot a trend line, let's see. Alright, it is very near, probably a little bit further to the top, that it will start to come down. So if that's the case, I can argue that there's actually still space for the price to appreciate a little bit further before it reaches deeper into the zone and to the falling trend line itself. So right here we can see that there's already a previous wave of trend, and then the price has also started to make retracement. There's one right here, there's two right here, very closely to 61.8%. Right here at this zone itself, there are definitely quite a lot of price changes, adjustments. So definitely would be a good price to look for the buy right here. So if you have no trade right now, I think this could be a valid trade, but hopefully it can reach at least 61.8%, but if not, I would suggest that you do not go in, because it is really very near the high. So unless you are following the trading methodology, then this could be something that you want to look out for. And that's for the Aussie against the US dollar. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you later on during our LFP live trading session. All right, and if not, see you next week. Thank you.